For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play, Wilson wants to throw it.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Wilson.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
McCaffrey. It's going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the 49ers have struck first in this NFC title game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run again with Foreman. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Mayfield.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Wilson's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey
with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the 49ers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them. That big play right there.
Flushed out right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Foreman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
10 more there and another 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Preston Williams from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Mayfield on play action.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Second down and goal. Mayfield steps away to his left. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Fourth down, Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete.
He's got room at the 30, and he is going to have a Panthers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Mayfield looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In motion left comes Williams. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
49 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside.
The game of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey,
29 yards. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So the completion gets them just a yard. And 3rd and 1 now. One quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Foreman. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Foreman. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. There's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number.
Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Johnson, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Panthers 14.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, 49ers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He will push his way down to about the 14. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Mayfield off the play fake. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.